Dota2 Splash with your host, Steven of Orange. And on today's episode, we're going to be going over the Greeviling and showing you the winner of the Christmas giveaway. Okay, so I'm here with Beast, who is the winner of the Christmas giveaway. And he won a Enduring War Dog Courier. So how does that make you feel, man?
Damn, that's good.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Congrats, man.
Congratulations.
Merry Christmas to all.
Very much, yes, and happy holidays. And of course, like, the cool thing is that we also won the Golden Greevil. We were playing in a match together this week and won the Golden Greevil, so it was like double bonus for him.
Yeah, totally, for sure.
Very stoked about that. Yes. Well, wasn't that just pleasant? Oh, you got to enjoy the holidays, and of course that was just some live feed from the game that I played with the winner, which was Beast, obviously, since I already said it. But you know, we enjoyed it. It's the Greeviling, everybody. It's already over. It ended yesterday, as of the day that I'm making this video. And it was a pretty fun game mode. I probably played it for 3 days and then gave up on it because it made me rage and made me hate myself. No, I'm just kidding, it wasn't that bad, but it was. It was a really great opportunity and way to get presents and items, and also, as you saw, you know, we got the Golden Greevil, which I thought was awesome at the time, but apparently everyone got one, so it didn't even really matter too much. It was not even that special, so it was just kind of like whatever. Another stupid ass looking courier. Hooray! It kind of looked like the orange one or something like that. It wasn't really that special, but you know, cool nonetheless. It was definitely good times getting it. And of course, the point of the Greeviling was you basically equip a Greevil. It's very, very unbalanced game mode. Basically, you equip your Greevil that you've already pre-made. If not, you just get a natural Greevil, or naked Greevil, I should say, which is one of the most useless. He has random abilities, and he is pretty much useless. And basically what you wanted is to have everyone on your team either equipped one of the colored ones, or all just be white because they have the most hit points. And you could just switch between back and forth from the character that you picked to the Greevil, which was fun to a certain extent because it was like playing two characters at the same time. You could transform, and everyone's like, oh, it's Transformer mode. And I generally agree, it was kind of like Transformers. So in that aspect, it was fun. And basically the point of it was that it didn't really matter if you got kills per se, but what you needed to do is kill the different Greevil camps before your enemy did. And of course, during this match, we kicked some ass and ended up killing, it was like 11-2. And of course, 11 was the number needed to win. So I was pretty stoked about how the match turned out. And of course, we had a pretty pro lineup, which was Undying, Enigma, Jericho, Ursa, and Sniper were pretty much some of the top choices to have in this game mode because there were some characters that were useless. Most of the support, like Ancient Apparition and Lykesh, which I ended up randoming one time, were the most useless, pointless characters to play in this game mode. Mostly because killing Roshan doesn't really do anything except for just give you an Aegis, which in a team fights no one really gets any bonuses for killing. And so, like, yeah, if you're in the middle of fighting a camp and the other team, it might come in handy, but it was the kind of Roshan in this mode is kind of the biggest waste of time. Or at least I personally thought it was. It was still fun to fight because he was just this big, huge Greevil, like Roshan Greevil. It was kind of neat.
Alright, you guys go and take this one, and I'll try to
and you know, we didn't end up killing him this match because it was just like I would rather focus on killing the Greeble camps rather than getting them. But things like Undying, okay, like getting back on to like how it's unbalanced. Okay, someone like Undying is great because at high levels he can solo the camps. All he needs to do is put down his tombstone and ult, and well, I mean, he's not the best at it, but you know, he could if he wanted to. But it was great for defending. If both of you are going up against the same Greeble camp, all he has to do is slap down his tombstone and the other team is screwed. Especially have Enigma too, he can just use his ult and suck everyone in, and that's just like tons of AoE damage. And on top of that, if you had blue Greevils on your team, they also had a mini version of Enigma's Black Hole, so you can just sit there and spam it and pretty much render them immobile. And I mean, and that's just, I mean, based on the gameplay, like, yeah, it would, like, I find Dota 2 to be very balanced, but in this gameplay, it's not balanced at all. Like the characters and the bonuses you got for having Greevils with higher amounts of essences in them was just stupid. It was just sad and stupid, but also fun. I mean, kind of, I don't know, it's relative. And of course, Ursa, he could just solo the camps, which is kind of unfair because not many of the other characters can do that. Sniper is great to have on your team because he can get last hits, which counts in this, because the other team can do all the work and get the last Greevil in that camp down to, like, you know, very little hit points, enough for a Sniper's ult to come and steal it. And you would, of course, he can do it from so far away. I mean, you don't even have a chance to counter it all. Like, I mean, he was really great character to choose for this game mode. And Jericho is awesome too because he's just crowd control. He's just CC. He's great for just trapping characters and doing damage to them and stuff like that. So, I mean, I enjoyed this match. There was other characters that were actually really good for this mode too. I found using Boyd fun because he could just, like, at the last minute, he could steal kills. He could just use his, I forgot what it's called, where he, like, jumps forward really fast, and then he can use his ult, his time stopper ult, and just sit there and, like, the other team won't be able to get close enough to attack the Greevil, and you can just sit there and kill it before his ult runs out. So that was pretty nice. That was a fun character to play. Well, I'm glad you guys are still tuning in and watching my channel. And I was super stoked about giving that courier away. Guys, keep watching. There's gonna be tons and tons of potential for you yourself to win items in the future. I'm gonna start doing the clip of the week again this January and start giving out items. And of course, you can win anywhere from just common items all the way to rares. I'm trying to give out one rare, one uncommon, and one common each week. It just depends on what my inventory is like and what I got to hand out and stuff like that. So keep in touch, keep watching the channel, like and subscribe, leave some comments, watch some of my how-to guides on how to play some of these characters, the beginner guides, to get some fresh ideas on how maybe to improve your gameplay. And you know what, Dota 2 players, keep watching, and I'm gonna go back to crying and masturbating in a corner. True story.
Death marches. I will.
Hey, we got 30 seconds.
Coffin. My will. Passing.
More Greevils.
The dead endure.
Yeah, that was a wipeout.
The cold stream.
Enjoy your present.
Invisibility.
Yeah, I got this.
Where do these Greevils keep coming from?
Oh, this is targeting me down. Damn, they don't like me because of that black hole.
I gamble. Lost.
My will.
Nice.